This was another there's another story. Limited run games, which apparently releases, but let's look at the article here. Let's go to Niche Gamer and look at the article. So this limited run games by Brandon Little under fire for burning games into low quality CDRs. Limited run games have been called out by critics for releasing games for the 3DO console using burned CDRs instead of high quality pressed discs. Typically, when software is released on disc format, it comes in a pressed disc, which is made of a glass master copy. This ensures that the disc is created with quality in mind, as a process allegedly results in a more reliable disc. So you've got limited run games sort of release these sort of niche, like old school games. Like, imagine if you have like some of these old systems. What if I could get this game again? Rather than like for like a crazy price, these collector's items will like limited run games. Basically like, hey, we're going to re-release this game, or we're going to release this sort of like digital only game in this cool like collectible style, with all these little extras to it. But of course they really ramp up the FOMO, and like these are collectors items. You need to get them while they're hot. But here, like if it's a CDR, they're cheaping out on this stuff. That's not a collector. It's not a collector's item. Meanwhile, that the burned CDR discs that Limited Runs is using are allegedly no different than the spools of discs you can buy at an Office Depot in packs of 100. Although LGR releases will at least look a little prettier. I know I talk a lot about these things on here. Let's see, tweet here. I know I talk about a lot of things on here, and people might consider this drama, but please just hear me out. At Range to the End, this company is problematic in more ways than one, and it's becoming exhausted. Limited Run chart absolute premium. Let's see, well, I guess we'll go into this whole thing. Charges an absolute premium for their limited releases, yet they're burning CDRs for some of the disc-based titles. Yes, you read that correctly. Limited Run Games is burning CDs and selling them as limited games releases. LGR is charging $60+ for these 3DO games, and they're literally burning them into CDR media. How could you, in good consciousness, take people's money while not even properly having these discs pressed? What's limited about a CDR backup? It's the very definition of low-effort grifting. Limited Run Games is literally ripping people off with their grifts. Please share and retweet so these people can be better informed, because whether you like it or not, if nobody says anything about it, then everyone suffers. I reckon that many large YouTubers' channels have vested interest in shoring up these people up, but I'm not going to turn a blind eye. As a community, you people deserve to be treated better and more fairly. Outrageous. So, this guy very mad, and this is, I think, reasonably thing to get mad about if you're trying to like make these titles. Let's take a look at their Twitter here. You want to make these like cool, the limited run games try to like make all these cool like collectibles and stuff. They kind of make it look like the old school game and add all these nice little things to it. But, if it's all smoke and mirrors, if you're actually, not making these games in a decent quality medium, and they're kind of like brings up, like if it's supposed to be a collector's item and they're putting it on cheap media, does that mean you're not, does that mean it's not going to last that long? As far as I know, these like cheap CDRs aren't good for a long period of time. So, 10 years down the line, is your collectible version of this game going to be useless? 10, 20 years? No, it's not. Collectibles are supposed to last for a while. But the limited, this is, kind of what they do. They have like, Rogue Legacy. It's a physical edition. And for some other things, like let me see if I can find it. Like Rogue Legacy, they've like deluxe editions, stickers and little posters. And look, original soundtracks. They have like a lot of like, and this is pretty cool, if you're really into Rogue Legacy or some of these other games. You got a lot of like nice little neat little knickknacks and stuff to enjoy with your game. You could definitely see a guy that has a gaming wall like absolutely losing his crap over having these little knickknacks and shit. I mean, look at all this little posters. You got posters, Blood Dragon posters, with all these cool stylings to it. But then you go around and you put it on a cheap disc. The game itself, the thing that really matters, that's not right. We'll see. I don't know if this is what they're doing. This is allegedly what they're doing. And if it is, well, man, you be careful out there when buying, if you're buying from limited run games, is the moral of this story.